Everything in your life is about to change if you pay attention to what comes next. 1 year from today, you could be living a life most people only dream about. Picture financial freedom, complete control over your time, the ability to make decisions without fear, and opportunities coming to you instead of you chasing them. This is not luck. This is not a fantasy. This is real, achievable. And it starts with what you do right now. Most people spend their lives working hard, but going nowhere. They trade time for money, follow the crowd, and hope something good will happen. That's the difference between them and millionaires. Millionaires understand the rules. They know that wealth is built through clear decisions, focused actions, and habits that compound every single day. They don't wait for permission or the perfect moment. They create it. Today, you are about to see the exact steps, strategies, and mindset shifts that can take you from where you are right now to becoming a millionaire within a year. These are proven principles used by people who have achieved extraordinary success faster than most believe possible. You will learn how to think, act, and structure your life so that your money grows consistently, your skills expand, and your opportunities multiply. This is not theory, and it is not motivational fluff. These are actionable steps, habits, and systems that produce results when applied consistently. Every second you spend watching this could be the start of the most profitable year of your life. The choices you make today will determine the life you live tomorrow. By the end of this video, you will have a blueprint for wealth. You will understand how to make decisions that create money automatically, how to develop habits that compound success, and how to structure your life so that nothing holds you back. The life you dream about isn't distant. It is within reach. All it takes is commitment, focus, and the willingness to act. Now is the moment to stop waiting, stop hoping, stop drifting. Your journey to becoming a millionaire in 1 year starts here, starts today, and the results are up to you. Every idea, every principle, and every strategy you hear from here on out has the power to transform your future completely. This is your time. This is your chance. Take it. Part 1. Decide to become a millionaire. The power of a clear decision. If a person wants to become a millionaire in 1 year, the first and most important step is making a decision so strong that it reshapes how they think, how they act, and how they spend every moment of their day. Most people never reach extraordinary goals because they treat them like vague wishes. They say they want to be rich, they say they want freedom, but deep down, they haven't decided. A real decision has power. It cuts off all the excuses, all the half-hearted attempts, and it leaves no space for retreat. When you make a decision with clarity and firmness, you are no longer the same person you were yesterday. You begin to walk, talk, and think like the future version of yourself who has already achieved that goal. Think of the difference between someone who is interested and someone who is committed. Interest is soft. Interest shows up when it's convenient, when there's no discomfort, when there's no sacrifice. But commitment makes you unstoppable. Commitment wakes you up earlier. Commitment drives you through late nights. Commitment silences the voice of fear because you've already decided there is no turning back. If you decide with clarity that within 12 months you will create wealth at a millionaire level, your daily behavior will begin to change instantly. The truth is, wealth doesn't come by accident. It doesn't land in your lap. It arrives because you deliberately prepare yourself for it. A clear decision shapes your priorities. Suddenly, wasting hours scrolling through nonsense or complaining about life no longer feels appealing. That same time becomes a resource you guard carefully because now every hour is connected to your larger purpose. Decisions this strong change the way you view distractions. They stop being harmless habits and start being expensive liabilities. When you really decide, you see the cost of lost time, wasted money, and missed opportunities with sharper eyes. There's something powerful that happens inside the mind when you give yourself no option but forward. Your energy rises. Your creativity expands. You begin to notice opportunities that were invisible before, not because they weren't there, but because your focus was scattered. A real decision cleans up your focus. It creates a lens so clear that you can see pathways and possibilities that others completely overlook. People who haven't decided wander around hoping something lucky will happen. People who have decided are out building, testing, failing, improving, and trying again until it works. That difference is what separates a dreamer from an achiever. Making the decision to become a millionaire in 1 year also forces you to raise your standards. If your decision is weak, you'll accept average results, but a firm choice pulls you higher. It won't allow you to sit in the comfort zone. You'll start noticing when you're cutting corners, when you're delaying action, when you're doing less than your best, and you won't feel good about it anymore because your decision has already defined what kind of person you must be. The standards rise automatically. You can no longer tolerate laziness. You can no longer justify procrastination. This is not about being harsh on yourself. It's about being honest enough to recognize what it truly takes. People around you might not understand. They might say, it's impossible. They might remind you of statistics, failures, and struggles, but their doubts cannot matter more than your decision. You are not building their life. You are building yours, and this is where clarity saves you. When your decision is weak, other people's opinions sway you. But when your decision is unshakable, you stand firm, no matter what is said around you. You can respect their perspective without absorbing their limits. You move forward while they stay stuck. 1 year sounds short, and it is, but that's what makes the decision so life-changing. It compresses your timeline. It pushes urgency into your veins. It forces you to stop playing small games. When the goal is that bold, every day matters. You don't have time to argue, complain, or indulge in excuses. You only have time to act, learn, and improve. A 1-year deadline gives you the pressure you need to stretch your potential. Without that decision, you drift with it. You run. This decision is not about wishing for money. It's about transforming yourself into someone capable of creating and managing wealth at that level. The $1 million is not the real prize. The real prize is who you become in the process. The self-discipline you build, the confidence you earn, the skills you sharpen, the courage you develop when you take bold steps. These qualities stay with you long after the year ends. Even if you earn the money, lose it, and rebuild again, the person you've become through that clear decision will never be the same as before. If you want to see fast growth, you must treat this decision like a contract with yourself. It's not optional. It's not casual. It's binding. You put your signature on it in your mind, and you don't erase it when it gets hard. You keep moving forward even when the motivation fades, because commitment always beats motivation. And this decision is not just about money. It's about freedom. It's about control over your time. It's about the pride of knowing you didn't just talk about it, you did it. So the first step to becoming a millionaire in 1 year is not about how much you know, what you currently have, or what your background is. It's about a choice, a clear, firm, undeniable choice. The moment you decide, with all your energy, that you will do it, you will begin to notice the next steps opening up in front of you. You won't know every detail, but you'll start moving with purpose, and the clarity of your decision will light the way. That decision is the spark that ignites everything else. Without it, nothing starts. With it, everything becomes possible. Part 2. Changing your money mindset. Think abundance, not scarcity. Changing your money mindset is the step that separates those who keep struggling from those who break through to wealth. Money is not just numbers on paper or figures in a bank account. It's shaped by how you think, how you feel, and how you respond to opportunities. If your mind is trained to see lack, you'll always feel short on resources, no matter how much you earn. If your mind is trained to see abundance, you'll begin to notice possibilities to grow. Invest and multiply what you already have. The shift begins inside, long before the results show up outside. Most people were raised with ideas about money that keep them small. They heard things like, money is hard to earn, only lucky people get rich, or rich people are greedy. Over time, those ideas sink in and form beliefs. Beliefs shape behavior. If someone thinks money is evil, they'll avoid pursuing wealth even if they say they want it. If someone believes success is only for others, they'll never take bold action. That's why changing your money mindset is critical. You can't build wealth with a mind that is wired for poverty. When you begin to think in terms of abundance, you start asking different questions. Instead of saying, why can't I afford this? You ask, how can I create enough value to afford this and more? Instead of saying, there aren't enough opportunities, you start noticing the endless chances to solve problems, build skills, and provide solutions in the marketplace. This mental shift is not about blind optimism. It's about training your brain to search for solutions rather than excuses. Scarcity thinking creates fear. Fear of losing, fear of failing, fear of trying. Abundance thinking creates courage. Courage to attempt, courage to learn, courage to expand. Someone with a scarcity mindset holds on to every dollar as if it's the last they will ever see. They hesitate to invest in their growth. They refuse to take risks. And because they operate from fear, their world gets smaller. In contrast, someone with an abundance mindset sees money as a tool. They know that money flows where value is created. They understand that if they build skills, take action, and serve others, more will always come back. That way of thinking doesn't shrink their world, it widens it. If you want to earn wealth quickly, you must let go of the idea that money is limited. Think about this. Money is constantly being made, exchanged, and multiplied every second around the world. People are building businesses, creating technology, offering services, and buying products nonstop. The flow of money never stops. The question is not whether there's enough. The question is whether you've positioned yourself to receive it by developing the right mindset, skills, and actions. One of the most powerful changes is to see money as a reward for service. If you serve one person, you may earn a little. If you serve thousands, you earn a lot. Instead of saying, I need more money, ask, how can I serve at a higher level? This way of thinking shifts the focus from taking to giving. It puts responsibility in your hands instead of leaving your future to luck or circumstances. Wealth follows those who focus on value, not those who sit waiting. Abundance thinking also impacts how you handle setbacks. Scarcity thinking sees a failure as proof to quit. Abundance thinking sees a failure as feedback. Scarcity says, this didn't work, so it's over. Abundance says, this didn't work, but what can I learn and try next? This difference in perspective keeps you moving forward instead of stuck in a single year. If you want to rise to the level of a millionaire, you cannot afford to let setbacks slow you down. You must reframe every failure as an instruction, not a defeat. Changing your money mindset is also about learning to believe that wealth is not just possible for others, but for you. Many people admire successful individuals from a distance, but secretly doubt they can reach that level themselves. This self-doubt becomes a barrier. The truth is, the same opportunities exist for anyone willing to pay the price in discipline, focus, and growth. The marketplace doesn't care about your past. It rewards value, courage, and results. If you believe in abundance, you stop making excuses about your background and start building from where you stand. Another part of shifting your mindset is learning to be comfortable with money itself. If you're uncomfortable having it, talking about it, or managing it, you'll unconsciously push it away. Abundance thinking welcomes money with respect, not fear. It sees money as fuel for freedom, not as a source of guilt. When you think of it this way, you treat money wisely, you manage it carefully. You use it to grow your life instead of shrinking it. And here's the real secret. Abundance is not only about money, it's about how you view everything. Time, energy, relationships, opportunities. If you think these are limited, you'll cling to them in fear. If you think they can grow, you'll invest, share, and multiply them. The same is true for knowledge. Scarcity says, I already know enough. Abundance says, there's always more to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more wealth flows into your life. Once this mindset becomes part of you, it changes every choice you make. You stop wasting time on small distractions. You stop complaining about what you don't have. You stop waiting for the perfect chance. Instead, you move boldly, create value, invest in yourself, and build with speed. Abundance thinking gives you energy because it keeps your focus on possibilities rather than problems. If you want to become a millionaire in 1 year, you must train your mind daily to reject scarcity and embrace abundance. Read books that expand your view. Spend time around people who think big. Move yourself from circles that drag you back into small thinking. Speak words that reinforce growth instead of limitation. The more consistently you practice this, the faster your results will show. Wealth begins in the mind before it ever shows up in the bank. The way you think about money, time, and opportunity will either unlock the door or keep it locked tight. The moment you start seeing abundance, you'll act differently, and those actions will build the foundation for the financial freedom you want. Part 3, why self-discipline is the foundation of wealth. Wealth is never built on chance. It is built on structure, consistency, and habits that hold firm, even when emotions waver. At the heart of this is self-discipline. Without discipline, every plan crumbles. Without discipline, goals remain words. And without discipline, even the greatest opportunities slip through your hands. Discipline is the bridge between what you want and what you actually achieve. It is the trait that transforms a dream into a result. Think about it. Every person who has reached massive levels of success has one thing in common. They learned to control themselves before they tried to control anything else. They learned to master their actions, their thoughts, and their daily decisions. This is why wealth doesn't come to the most talented alone. Many people have talent. Many people have big ideas. But very few have the discipline to do the work consistently, even when it's uncomfortable. Discipline means you can push yourself when it would be easier to stop. It means you keep showing up when the results are not instant. It means you say no to distractions that look harmless but quietly steal your progress. Discipline creates momentum, and momentum is what builds wealth. Without it, you start and stop, jump from one idea to another, and never gain enough power to reach the breakthrough. Self-discipline is also the foundation because money itself requires management. You can earn large amounts, but if you lack discipline, you'll lose it just as fast. This is why so many people earn big checks but remain broke. They have income but no control. Discipline teaches you to respect money. It guides you to save before you spend, to invest before you indulge, to delay short-term pleasure for long-term gain. Without this, wealth will always slip through your fingers. Discipline isn't just about finances. It shapes your entire lifestyle. If you discipline your body, you have energy. If you discipline your mind, you stay sharp. If you discipline your schedule, you make room for priorities. All these areas connect directly to wealth. A tired, distracted, and disorganized person cannot build at the highest level. A disciplined person, even if they start small, eventually rises because every day compounds on the one before it. Another powerful truth about discipline is that it builds trust with yourself. When you promise yourself something and follow through, you strengthen your confidence. Confidence is priceless in the pursuit of wealth. Without it, you hesitate, you second guess, you delay. With it, you take action boldly. That inner trust comes only from discipline. If you say you'll wake up early, and you do, if you say you'll work on your business and you follow through, if you say you'll save money and you actually save, over time, your mind learns to believe you. That belief is what keeps you steady when challenges rise. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is short-lived. Discipline doesn't depend on moods. It functions even when you don't feel like it. That is why it's the foundation. The path to wealth in 1 year requires relentless consistency. Some days you will feel inspired, but many days you won't. Those who only move when they feel good never reach big goals. Those who move because they have trained discipline within themselves achieve results that surprise everyone else. Think of how discipline shapes small daily habits. Waking up early gives you hours others waste. Reading and learning daily gives you an edge others ignore. Working on your craft every single day makes you grow while others stay stagnant. Saving a set amount, no matter what, builds security while others stay dependent. Each of these actions is small on its own, but discipline ties them together until they form a lifestyle. And that lifestyle produces wealth as a natural result. Discipline is also what keeps you calm under pressure. Wealth building is not a straight line. You will face setbacks, delays, and frustrations. Without discipline, those moments break you. With discipline, you stay the course. You know that one bad day does not destroy the bigger picture. You know that one loss is part of the process, not the end. Discipline teaches patience in action, working hard while waiting for results to unfold. It is important to understand that discipline is not punishment, it is power. It doesn't take away your freedom, it gives you freedom. If you have discipline with money, you don't live in debt. If you have discipline with time, you don't live in regret. If you have discipline with habits, you don't live in weakness. Discipline opens doors because it makes you reliable, both to yourself and to others. The marketplace rewards reliability. Clients, customers, and partners trust people who consistently deliver. That trust turns into opportunity, and opportunity turns into wealth. Building discipline requires starting small and expanding. You don't need to master everything overnight. Begin by keeping simple promises. Wake up at a set time, read for 30 minutes daily, put away a fixed amount of money each week. Do the work you said you would do without delay. As you build success in small commitments, you strengthen the muscle of discipline. That muscle grows stronger each time you use it. Eventually, it becomes part of who you are. At that point, wealth becomes inevitable because your daily behavior is aligned with your highest goals. In the journey to become a millionaire in 1 year, self-discipline is not optional. It is required. It is the core that holds everything else together. Without it, abundance thinking collapses. Without it, increased income slips away. Without it, smart investing turns into gambling. But with it, every other principle works in harmony. Discipline ensures that your vision, your mindset, and your actions move in one direction until the result is achieved. When you commit to discipline, you are choosing growth over comfort, progress over excuses, and consistency over chaos. That choice is what transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Wealth is not a matter of chance. It is the reward of disciplined living. And once you build that foundation, nothing can take it away from you. Part 4, build confidence by keeping promises to yourself. Confidence is not something you wait to feel. It is something you earn through your actions. Real confidence comes from proving to yourself that you can be trusted. Every time you make a promise to yourself and keep it, you deposit into the account of self-respect. Over time, those deposits grow into confidence that no one can take from you. And when it comes to building wealth, confidence is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Without it, you hesitate, you doubt, and you let opportunities pass. With it, you step forward boldly, even when the outcome is uncertain. Most people think confidence is about personality, about being loud, or about showing no fear. But that's not the truth. Confidence comes from integrity with yourself. If you say you'll wake up at 5 in the morning and you do it, confidence grows. If you commit to saving a percentage of your income every month and follow through, confidence grows. If you say you'll start that business project today and actually take action, confidence grows. On the other hand, every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence weakens. It's like borrowing against your own trust. Eventually, you begin to doubt yourself because deep down, you know, you don't keep your word. Wealth demands courage. It demands decisions that others will avoid. It requires stepping into situations where you don't have all the answers. If you haven't built confidence through small promises, how will you ever have the strength to take big financial steps? The habit of keeping promises to yourself prepares you for larger challenges. When you've trained yourself to follow through in the small things, you carry that strength into the big ones. Think about the way the mind works. If you tell yourself over and over that you'll start tomorrow, that you'll try later, or that you'll do it when you feel ready, eventually your mind stops believing you. The voice in your head loses credibility. That's why so many people live stuck. They don't trust themselves anymore. But the good news is you can rebuild that trust. You start small, you commit, and you follow through. Each completed promise is a brick in the foundation of confidence. And once the foundation is solid, you can build anything on it. Confidence is also contagious. People can sense it when you walk into a room. They hear it in your voice. They see it in your eyes. They feel it in the way you carry yourself. And because the marketplace rewards confidence, opportunities flow more easily toward you. Investors trust confident entrepreneurs. Customers trust confident sellers. Teams trust confident leaders. And again, this is not about pretending. It's about living in such a way that your confidence is authentic. That kind of confidence cannot be faked. It can only be built by proving yourself to yourself daily. There's another powerful benefit of keeping promises to yourself. It creates momentum. Every small victory pushes you forward. You start to think, if I can do this, then I can do more. That thought leads to action, and action leads to results. Momentum is the hidden force behind all success stories. And the easiest way to create momentum is by stacking small wins. Wake up early today. Win. Read for an hour. Win. Save what you planned. Win. Do the work you committed to. Win. These small victories compound into confidence that fuels much larger victories. When you set out to become a millionaire in 1 year, doubt will show up often. You will hear voices saying it's impossible, that you're not ready, that you don't have enough resources. If you have no confidence, you'll believe those voices. But if you've built confidence by keeping promises to yourself, you'll know that you can rely on your own effort. You'll say to yourself, I've proven I can follow through before. I'll do it again. That belief keeps you moving when others give up. The process is simple, but not easy. Start by making smaller promises you can control. Decide to drink more water daily and do it. Decide to write down your goals each morning and do it. Decide to dedicate a set number of hours to productive work and do it. As you complete these small commitments, your self-image rises. You stop seeing yourself as someone who talks big and delivers little, and you start seeing yourself as someone who takes action and achieves results. That self-image is powerful. It shapes how you approach everything. Confidence built this way doesn't crumble when someone criticizes you. It doesn't fade when you face rejection. It doesn't vanish when things take longer than expected, because it isn't based on external approval. It's rooted in your own actions, your own discipline, your own history of following through. That makes it unshakable. To build wealth quickly, you need that unshakable confidence. You need it when you negotiate. You need it when you take risks. You need it when you present ideas. You need it when setbacks hit. Every step of the way, confidence is the difference between moving forward and holding back. And the only way to gain it is by doing the work of keeping your promises to yourself. Day after day, wealth is not built by people who hesitate. It is built by people who take decisive action with conviction. If you want that conviction, you must start today by honoring your word to yourself. It doesn't matter how small the promise is. What matters is that you keep it. Each day you do, you grow stronger. Each week, you trust yourself more. Each month, your confidence rises. And when your confidence is high, you can achieve what once felt impossible. The truth is, confidence is one of the most valuable assets you can own. It is worth more than money because it is what brings money into your life. And the path to it is simple. Make promises, keep them, and never stop stacking those wins. Over time, you'll look back and realize that every ounce of wealth you created was made possible because you first built the inner wealth of confidence. Part 6, Master Sales and Key. When you study people who rise quickly in business, leadership, or entrepreneurship, you'll notice a common thread. It's not always their degree. It's not always their starting capital. It's not even their background. What often sets them apart is their ability to sell and communicate. These two skills are at the center of wealth creation. If you master them, you'll move faster than most people around you. Think about it. Every day of your life involves selling in some form. If you're an entrepreneur, you're selling your products or services. If you're a professional, you're selling your skills, your reliability, and your reputation. Even in personal life, you're selling ideas, convincing someone to trust you, to believe in you, to follow your vision. The exchange might not always involve money, but it always involves persuasion and influence. That's why sales is not just a profession, it's a life skill. The people who embrace it early create more opportunities than those who avoid it. Yet so many shy away from sales because they think it means being pushy or manipulative. That's a misunderstanding. True sales is about service. It's about listening carefully, identifying a problem, and offering a solution that genuinely helps. When you take that approach, people don't feel sold to, they feel understood. And when people feel understood, they trust you. And trust is what drives wealth. The same goes for communication. Communication is not just about speaking, it's about connecting. It's the art of making others see what you see. It's painting a picture with words so clear that others begin to believe in your vision as much as you do. Communication is what leaders rely on to inspire their teams. It's what entrepreneurs rely on to convince investors. It's what creators rely on to build audiences. Without it, even the best ideas remain hidden. Now ask yourself, how strong are your sales and communication skills? Be honest. Are you able to sit with someone and confidently explain the value of what you offer? Are you able to move people with your words, not by raising your voice, but by speaking with clarity and conviction? If the answer is no, then this is one of the most important areas to focus on. Because you can have the best product in the world, the most innovative idea, or the greatest talent. But if you cannot sell it and you cannot communicate it, you'll be ignored. And in the world of wealth, being ignored is the fastest way to stay broke. Mastering sales begins with understanding human psychology. People buy based on emotion first and justify with logic second. That means if you want to sell, You need to connect emotionally. You need to know what your customer fears, what they dream of, what they're frustrated by. And the only way to know that is by asking questions and listening. Sales is not about talking endlessly. It's about listening deeply. When you listen, people tell you everything you need to know to help them. And when you help them, you earn their loyalty. But communication doesn't end with sales. It's everywhere. It's in how you write an email. It's in how you speak at a meeting. It's in how you introduce yourself to a stranger. Every word either builds confidence in you or weakens it. Every conversation is either opening a door or closing it. That's why sharpening communication should never stop. It's a daily practice. Read more, speak more, and put yourself in situations that stretch you. Confidence in communication doesn't come from memorizing scripts. It comes from preparation and authenticity. If you believe in what you're saying, your words carry weight. If you understand your subject deeply, you speak with authority. People can feel that. And when they feel it, they listen. And when they listen, you influence them. Let's look at the connection between wealth and these two skills. Wealth flows to people who create value and can express that value. You might be brilliant at creating value, but if you cannot express it, people will never know. On the other hand, if you can express it clearly and passionately, opportunities multiply. Investors want to back you. Customers want to buy from you. Partners want to work with you. And it all starts with mastering sales and communication. Many people waste years trying to build wealth, but never take the time to develop these skills. They think technical knowledge is enough. They think working harder is enough. But then they see someone with less experience and less knowledge rise faster. Simply because that person knew how to sell themselves and communicate their vision. That difference can mean years of delay or years of acceleration. So how do you develop mastery in these areas? The same way you develop mastery in anything: practice, feedback, and consistency. Start small. Practice explaining what you do in 1 minute with clarity. Practice speaking in front of a mirror. Record yourself and listen back. Notice your tone, your pace, and your energy. Then practice in real conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Also, study those who are already great. Watch how top leaders speak. Notice how they pause, how they emphasize certain words, how they connect with their audience. Learn from them, not to copy them, but to find your own voice. And once you find your voice, refine it daily. Sales too is a practice. Don't wait until you're perfect. Start now. Every conversation is an opportunity to improve. You'll make mistakes. You'll get rejected. That's part of the process, but every no teaches you something. Every lost sale sharpens your approach, and every win builds your confidence. Over time, those small improvements compound into mastery. Here's something powerful to remember. Wealth responds to boldness. If you're timid with your words, if you shrink back when it's time to present your value, opportunities pass by. But when you speak with boldness, not arrogance, but certainty, people take notice. Boldness comes from preparation and self-belief. When you prepare deeply and when you believe in what you offer, you can speak with authority. That authority is magnetic. It attracts attention, respect, and wealth. At the end of the day, building wealth in 1 year is not just about hard work. It's about leverage. And your greatest leverage is your ability to move people with words and to close opportunities through sales. Every conversation is a seed. The stronger your skills, the more seeds you plant. And the more seeds you plant, the faster your wealth grows. Sales and communication are not optional. They are the bridge between your ideas and your wealth. They are the tools that turn vision into reality. They are the skills that transform your potential into results. If you commit to mastering them, you give yourself a chance to accelerate your journey like few others can. So, never treat them as secondary. Treat them as essentials. Train them, practice them, sharpen them every single day. Because when you do, you'll find that opportunities don't just appear occasionally, they come to you constantly. And when they do, you'll have the skills to seize them and turn them into the wealth you're aiming for. Part 7. Turn your passion into profits. True wealth isn't just about money. It's about energy, satisfaction, and purpose. When you align what you love with what you do, the results come faster and the journey feels easier. Turning your passion into profits is one of the most overlooked steps in building wealth. Quickly, many people chase money alone, ignoring what energizes them. They work long hours on tasks that drain them, hoping that sheer effort will produce results. Rarely does it. Effort without passion burns out quickly. Energy follows interest, motivation thrives on excitement, and wealth grows where persistence meets enjoyment. Start by identifying what excites you. What activity, skill, or service makes time disappear when you're engaged in it? What can you talk about for hours without feeling exhausted? That is your starting point. Passion alone is not enough. You must pair it with strategy, but it gives you the fuel you need to push through obstacles. When your work energizes you, instead of draining you, your productivity skyrockets. You make better decisions. You learn faster. You take more consistent action. That is how money follows effort. That is fueled by passion. One reason so few people succeed in turning passion into wealth is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of taking risks. These fears are powerful, but they are temporary. Passion is stronger. When you are committed to a goal you care deeply about, the fear diminishes in comparison to the excitement and motivation you feel. That's why the fastest path to wealth is often found by combining what you love with a clear plan to monetize it. Passion is what keeps you going when the early days are tough, when mistakes happen, and when results seem slow. The next step is value creation. Passion alone doesn't automatically produce money. You must serve others with it. Think about the needs and problems of people around you and how your passion can solve them. If you are passionate about fitness, consider coaching, creating content, or selling related products. If your passion is writing, you can offer services, teach others, or publish books that generate income. The principle is simple. When you provide real value, people are willing to pay for it. Passion keeps you motivated. Value keeps you profitable. Another critical factor is consistency. Wealth is rarely created overnight. It is built through repeated action, sustained effort, and improvement over time. Passion makes it easier to show up every day. The energy it brings allows you to keep going when the work feels challenging. People who turn passion into profits are not necessarily the smartest or most skilled initially, but they are the ones who refuse to quit. They keep learning, keep experimenting, and keep refining their approach until they discover the combination that works. Marketing and communication play a huge role here. Even the most passionate work is invisible if no one knows about it. You must be able to communicate your vision, your services, or your products clearly. Share your story, explain why your work matters, and connect with your audience emotionally. People are drawn to authenticity. When your passion is visible and genuine, it attracts attention naturally. That attention can then be converted into profits if you offer solutions, products, or services that meet real needs. Turning passion into profit also requires flexibility. Your first attempt might not immediately generate income. You may need to adapt, change your approach, or pivot slightly to align your passion with what people are willing to pay for. The goal is not to abandon your passion, but to refine the way you deliver it. Every successful entrepreneur, artist, or creator has gone through this process. They experiment, learn, and adjust. The faster you adapt, the faster you can turn passion into a sustainable source of wealth. Discipline is essential here as well. Passion fuels motivation, but it's discipline that ensures you show up even on days when your excitement wanes. Every day you dedicate focused effort toward building your passion-based business or project, you compound your results. Discipline and passion together create unstoppable momentum. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary success in a short time. The mindset you adopt is also critical. If you think passion work is only a hobby, you limit your earning potential. Treat it as a real business. Set goals, measure results, and take strategic action. Even if the start is small, the approach must be professional. The moment you treat your passion with seriousness and accountability, the world begins to respond differently. Opportunities appear, people take you seriously, and your results accelerate. Risk-taking is another part of turning passion into profits. You cannot wait for perfect conditions. Waiting for certainty or an ideal moment only delays your growth. Commit fully to the process and accept that mistakes will happen. The lessons you learn from those mistakes are more valuable than any shortcut. Those who fear risk rarely become millionaires. Those who are willing to take calculated risks, guided by passion and insight, consistently find faster paths to wealth. Remember that passion is contagious. When people see you working with genuine enthusiasm, they want to be part of it. They support you, they share your work, and they help amplify your efforts. Your energy and dedication create a ripple effect, and that effect turns into opportunities, partnerships, and revenue streams. Wealth grows not just from the work you do, but from the energy and influence you radiate through your passion. Turning passion into profits is one of the fastest ways to build wealth because it aligns your energy with your purpose. When you feel alive doing what you do, you work harder without feeling the struggle. You see opportunities that others miss. You persist when others quit. You innovate when others remain stagnant. Passion combined with strategy, value creation, discipline, and communication transforms your potential into real measurable wealth. This is not a theory. It's a principle observed in every successful entrepreneur, investor, or creator who built financial freedom quickly. They did not start with capital or connections in most cases. They started with passion, paired it with action, and refused to stop until it generated results. That same path is open to anyone willing to follow it with intensity, patience, and focus. The key takeaway is clear. Wealth follows energy, persistence, and value. Your passion is the energy, your discipline is the persistence, and your service is the value. When those three align, money follows naturally. Ignoring your passion slows your journey. Embracing it accelerates it. Align what excites you with what the world needs. Act consistently, and wealth will grow faster than most people imagine possible. Part 8, start a business or side hustle with speed and focus. Building wealth in a short period requires action. Ideas alone don't create money. Execution does. Starting a business or side hustle is the fastest way to accelerate your income because it allows you to take control of your earning potential. You can work harder for yourself than you ever could working for someone else. But speed and focus are critical. Moving too slowly or spreading yourself too thin will delay results. Success requires precision, energy, and relentless focus on what truly matters. The first step is clarity. Know exactly what problem your business or side hustle solves. Pay for solutions, not effort. If your business addresses a real need in the market, your chances of fast success rise dramatically. Study the market, identify gaps, and position yourself as the person who can fill those gaps effectively. Don't aim to be everything to everyone. Focus on a specific audience and provide a solution they value. Speed comes next. Many aspiring entrepreneurs spend months planning, researching, and waiting for the perfect moment. That moment rarely comes. Action creates momentum. Start small, but start now. Launch a simple version of your product or service. test it with real customers, and refine as you go. Waiting for perfection will cost you time and money. Wealth favors those who act decisively, adjust quickly, and learn while moving forward. Focus is equally important. You can have dozens of ideas, but pursuing them all at once spreads your energy too thin. Choose one project that aligns with your strengths and market demand and commit to it fully until it succeeds. Limit distractions and eliminate tasks that don't contribute directly to your income or growth. This focus allows you to compound your efforts, build credibility, and create momentum that snowballs into measurable wealth. Starting a side hustle also teaches valuable lessons about risk and resilience. You learn to make decisions under uncertainty, to test assumptions, and to recover quickly from mistakes. These lessons are critical because building wealth fast requires both courage and adaptability. Every setback is feedback. Every failure is an opportunity to improve. The faster you act, the faster you learn, and the faster you grow. Important principle is leverage. Your time is limited, but your impact can expand if you leverage resources, people, and systems. Outsource tasks that don't require your unique skill. Use technology to automate processes. Collaborate with others who complement your abilities. Leverage multiplies your results, allowing you to grow faster without burning yourself out. Entrepreneurs who understand leverage can achieve in months what others take years to accomplish. Income potential is one of the most powerful reasons to start a business or side hustle. When you work for yourself, there's no ceiling on your earnings. Unlike a salary, which is limited by hours or company policy, your income grows as you add value to the market. Every new client, every new product, every new opportunity directly impacts your wealth. This is why even a small side hustle can become a game changer within a year. If approached strategically, consistency is key. Wealth rarely comes from one lucky break. It comes from repeated effort. Working on your business daily, learning new skills, and improving your offerings compounds over time. Each action builds credibility, refines your systems, and increases your results. A side hustle that grows consistently over months can turn into a full-scale business, generating substantial income. That consistent action, multiplied by focus and speed, is the engine of rapid wealth creation. Mindset plays a critical role in starting fast. Many people hesitate because they fear failure or embarrassment. They worry about what others will think. But wealth requires risk-taking, and risk-taking requires confidence in your ability to recover and adapt. Understand that the first version of anything will likely be imperfect. That imperfection is not a reason to wait. It's an opportunity to learn and improve. Those who hesitate too long often watch others succeed while they remain stagnant. The environment around you matters as well. Surround yourself with people who are taking action, who are entrepreneurial, and who encourage growth. Avoid those who discourage risk, dwell on failure, or celebrate inaction. Your environment influences your speed and focus more than almost any other factor. When everyone around you is moving forward, it's easier to stay motivated, make better decisions, and maintain energy for your own business. Time management is crucial. Every hour spent on low-value tasks is an hour stolen from building your business. Protect your schedule, plan your day with clear priorities, focus on the tasks that generate income and growth. Use your mornings for high-energy, high-impact activities. Guard your time like it is money itself, because in business, it literally is. Efficient use of time is one of the fastest ways to accelerate wealth creation. Marketing and promotion cannot be ignored. Even the best product or service won't sell itself. You must get it in front of the right audience consistently. Learn to communicate the benefits clearly. Use online tools, social media, and word of mouth. The faster people know about your business, the faster they can buy from you. Speed in marketing often determines speed and profits. Finally, keep improving your skills. Business success is never static. The market changes, customer expectations evolve, and competitors innovate. Both. Continuously educate yourself. Learn new marketing strategies, refine your sales approach, and study what works. The faster you adapt and improve, the faster your business grows. Combine speed of action with relentless improvement, and you create a self-reinforcing cycle of growth and wealth creation. Starting a business or side hustle with speed and focus is not a gamble. It's a calculated action. When done with clarity, discipline, and determination, it allows you to earn income beyond what traditional employment offers. It provides experience, networks, and skills that last a lifetime. And if executed with speed, focus, and consistent improvement, it becomes one of the fastest paths to becoming a millionaire within a year. The principle is simple: identify value, act fast, focus relentlessly, learn continuously, and leverage everything around you. Wealth grows for those who move quickly, adapt, and commit fully. The clock is always moving. The faster you start, the sooner your results compound. Side hustles and businesses are accelerators. They multiply effort, build experience, and create multiple income streams. Treat them with urgency, focus, and strategy, and you will see progress faster than you imagined possible. Part 9, pay yourself first, the millionaire rule. Building wealth is not just about making money, it's about managing it wisely. One of the most powerful principles in financial success is simple but often ignored. Pay yourself first. The idea is straightforward. Before you pay bills, before you spend on wants, before anything else, set aside a portion of your income for yourself. This is not charity or a bonus. It's an investment in your future. It's the foundation of all financial freedom. Most people earn money and then spend it all, hoping something will be left over to save. Rarely does it work that way. Life is full of expenses, temptations, and unexpected costs. If saving is an afterthought, it never happens consistently. By paying yourself first, you make saving a priority. You train your mind and your habits to treat wealth creation as non-negotiable. You create a system that ensures your financial growth continues regardless of other pressures. Start by deciding on a fixed percentage of your income to set aside immediately when you receive it. It doesn't have to be huge at first. Even Beifendersurse can grow dramatically over time. The key is consistency. Every month, that money is removed from the flow of spending and set aside for investment, savings, or opportunities that generate more income. Over time, this principle compounds. Small amounts, paid consistently, build into real wealth. Paying yourself first also reinforces discipline. Money is emotional. Most people spend on desires rather than needs. They justify unnecessary purchases, thinking there's always time to save later. But habits formed today determine your results tomorrow. When you commit to paying yourself first, you condition yourself to make deliberate choices, resist impulses, and focus on long-term benefits. That discipline spills over into every area of life, especially business and investment decisions. This principle also changes your mindset. When you pay yourself first, you begin to see money differently. It's no longer just for daily consumption or status symbols. It becomes a tool, a resource for creating more opportunities, expanding your investments, and building wealth. You start thinking in terms of growth rather than consumption. That shift in perspective is crucial because wealth follows mindset. People who view money as a tool act strategically, while those who see it as a reward or reward for minus tend to spend it as quickly as they earn it. Paying yourself first creates security and freedom. Emergencies happen, markets fluctuate, and life throws unexpected challenges. When you have money set aside consistently, you aren't forced into panic or poor decisions. You have options. That financial buffer allows you to take calculated risks in business and investments, knowing you're protected. It reduces stress, sharpens focus, and allows you to make decisions from a position of strength rather than desperation. Another advantage is the power of compounding. Money that is set aside consistently and invested grows over time. Even modest amounts, when compounded, can multiply into significant wealth. By prioritizing yourself, you leverage the most powerful force in finance, time. The earlier and more consistently you pay yourself, the greater the long-term rewards. This is why millionaires treat saving and investing as a first priority, not an afterthought. Principle works beyond just income. If you own a business, you must pay yourself first from the profits, not what remains after expenses. This ensures that your personal financial growth is built into the business structure, not left to chance. It aligns your personal wealth goals with your professional activities. Over time, this alignment strengthens your financial position and accelerates wealth creation. Consistency matters more than amount. Even if you start small, paying yourself first builds momentum. Each month, the habit reinforces itself. Each quarter, the results become more visible. Over years, the compounding effect of this disciplined approach can produce life-changing wealth. It also builds confidence. You begin to trust yourself to manage money wisely, to plan ahead, and to make strategic decisions that others may overlook. Many people delay this principle because they feel they can't afford it or will start later. But the truth is, wealth is built not by waiting, but by taking action. The sooner you pay yourself first, the sooner you create a financial system that works for you, even while you sleep. This habit transforms ordinary earners into millionaires because it prioritizes growth over instant gratification. Paying yourself first is also about setting boundaries. It teaches you to say no to unnecessary spending and yes to opportunities that generate more wealth. It changes your relationship with money from reactive to proactive. You no longer chase lifestyle or temporary pleasure. You direct money toward long-term. This principle is the bridge between income and true wealth, because without it, even high earners often remain trapped in paycheck to paycheck living. The principle is simple, but its impact is profound. Each time you pay yourself first, you are investing in your freedom. You are building resilience, discipline, and opportunity. You are creating a foundation that allows every other financial principle, investing, creating multiple income streams, scaling businesses, to work effectively. It's the starting point for every millionaire's journey. Remember, wealth is not an accident, it is intentional. Every millionaire, every person who achieves financial freedom made a deliberate decision to pay themselves first. They understood that income alone is not enough. Action, discipline, and strategic allocation of money are what create lasting results. This is the rule that separates people who live paycheck to paycheck from those who accumulate true wealth quickly. By paying yourself first, you take control of your financial destiny. You create a system that works automatically, ensuring growth regardless of circumstances. You reinforce habits of discipline, strategic thinking, and long-term vision. And over time, this single principle compounds into freedom, the freedom to choose, to invest, to take risks, and to live life on your own terms. If this principle is followed consistently, combined with focus, action, and the development of income-generating skills, it accelerates wealth creation faster than almost any other strategy. It's not complex, but it is transformative. Paying yourself first is not just a habit. It is a mindset, a financial discipline, and a cornerstone of building a millionaire lifestyle. Part 10. Stop wasting money on what doesn't matter. Building wealth isn't just about making more money. It's about how you use the money you already have. Too many people earn well, but never get ahead because they spend without thinking. They chase trends, buy things they don't need, or spend to impress others. This behavior slowly drains their potential to grow wealth, no matter how much they earn. To become a millionaire fast, learning to stop wasting money on what doesn't matter is critical. First, you need to understand what truly matters. Wealth is created by allocating resources to things that grow your financial position, create opportunities, or improve your skills. Spending on short-term pleasure, status symbols, or mindless consumption does not contribute to long-term growth. Every dollar spent in these areas is a dollar that could have been invested, saved, or used to start a business that generates income. Small choices, repeated daily, compound over time. This is why disciplined spending is a core principle of fast wealth creation. One of the biggest traps is lifestyle inflation. As income rises, people often increase spending on luxury items, expensive vacations, and non-essential goods. This creates a sense of having more money while actually keeping them in the same financial position. Or worse, avoid lifestyle inflation. Keep your expenses manageable and focus on directing surplus income toward investments, business growth, and skill development. The difference between ordinary earners and millionaires often isn't income. It's what they do with what they earn. Another major factor is impulsive spending. In today's world, it's easy to spend with a single click. Impulse purchases are often unnecessary and rarely bring lasting satisfaction. Each impulsive expense reduces your ability to invest in opportunities that matter. By creating awareness and slowing down before every purchase, you regain control over your money. Ask yourself, does this bring me closer to my financial goals, or is it a temporary distraction? This habit changes your financial trajectory more than most people realize. Prioritizing spending is also critical. Decide what truly adds value to your life or accelerates your wealth journey. Education, training, and resources that improve your skills are never wasted money. Investments in your business, tools, and systems that make your work more efficient or scalable are never wasted money. Spending on things that enhance your life purposefully is an investment, not an expense. Wealthy people know the difference, and that is why they grow faster than others. Debt is another area where money is wasted. High-interest debt, credit cards, and loans for non-essential items silently drain your wealth. Many people pay hundreds or thousands in interest every year for items that lose value immediately. Avoid this trap at all costs. Wealthy people leverage debt carefully, only to acquire assets that generate income, not liabilities that consume it. Managing debt wisely is an essential part of stopping unnecessary financial leakage. Emotions often drive spending. People buy out of fear, envy, or the need to fit in. Social pressure can make someone purchase a car, clothes, or gadgets they can't afford just to keep up with appearances. Recognize these triggers and make conscious choices. True financial growth comes from self-discipline, not social approval. Stop spending to impress others. Focus instead on what builds your wealth and strengthens your financial future. Planning is crucial. Track every expense. Know where your money goes. Use this information to cut unnecessary spending systematically. Review your monthly habits and eliminate items that don't serve your growth or well-being. Transparency with your own finances is empowering. It allows you to make conscious decisions and allocate resources where they matter most. Wealthy individuals track spending closely and make adjustments proactively. It's also about mindset. Stop viewing money as something to be spent impulsively. Treat it as a tool for creating opportunity, freedom, and growth. Shift your thinking from, I want this now, to, will this bring me closer to my goals? Each time you choose wisely, your financial muscle strengthens. This mindset alone differentiates those who build wealth quickly from those who struggle, despite earning well. Avoiding waste also frees energy. Financial stress often comes from unnecessary spending. By cutting what doesn't matter, you simplify your life and reduce pressure. Every dollar saved or invested brings not only financial benefits, but peace of mind and focus. When your mind is free from constant worry about money, you can make better decisions, spot opportunities faster, and work with greater energy and clarity. Every choice counts. Wealth is the result of many small, intentional decisions repeated consistently. Choosing to spend less on what doesn't matter allows more money to flow into assets, investments, and business opportunities. Those decisions, repeated day after day, month after month, compound into real wealth faster than any shortcut. Ordinary earners focus on spending. Millionaires focus on allocating. One habit creates poverty, the other creates freedom. Finally, learn to delay gratification. Avoid the trap of wanting everything immediately. 40. The ability to wait, save, and invest strategically is one of the most underrated skills in wealth creation. Immediate pleasure feels good, but delayed action brings exponential results. Every time you resist unnecessary spending and redirect resources towards something that builds your future, you are creating a multiplier effect for your wealth. Stopping the waste of money doesn't mean living a life of deprivation. It means living intentionally, making choices that align with your financial goals, and directing energy and resources toward things that create lasting value. It's a mindset shift that empowers you to take control of your money instead of letting it control you. This principle alone can accelerate your journey to $1 million faster than chasing higher income without discipline. Wealth is built not just by what you earn, but by what you keep and grow. Stop wasting money on what doesn't matter. Focus your spending on assets, opportunities, and experiences that propel your life forward. Make conscious choices daily, control impulses, and prioritize investments in yourself and your future. When you do this consistently, every dollar works for you, and your journey to becoming a millionaire gains speed, efficiency, and power. Part 11. Create more. Relying on a single source of income is one of the fastest ways to stay limited in life. Even if your salary is high or your business is doing well, putting all your eggs in one basket is risky. True wealth comes from multiple streams of income. The reason is simple. Diversification increases security, accelerates growth, and multiplies opportunities. The more streams you have, the faster your financial foundation strengthens, and the closer you move to financial freedom. Multiple streams of income don't just provide extra money. They change the way you think about opportunity. When your earnings come from one source, every setback feels devastating. A lost job, a slow month in business, or unexpected expenses can derail everything. But when income comes from different avenues, setbacks in one area don't threaten your entire financial position. This reduces stress, creates confidence, and allows you to make bolder, smarter decisions. Security gives you freedom to take risks that generate even more income. The first step is to identify potential streams that align with your skills and resources. You already have your primary source of income, whether it's a job, a business, or freelance work. Beyond that, consider complementary sources. Could you start a side business? Could you invest in stocks, real estate, or digital assets? Could you create a product, offer coaching, or monetize a hobby? Every additional income stream doesn't have to be huge at first. Even small, consistent amounts add up significantly over time. Another principle is leveraging your existing skills. You don't need to become an expert in everything. Use what you know and what you're good at to create value in multiple ways. For example, if you are skilled in marketing, you can earn through consulting, online courses, freelance projects, or partnerships. Leveraging existing knowledge reduces learning curves and allows faster results. Wealth grows fastest when effort is focused on areas where you already have an advantage. Automation is also. Once you set up multiple income streams, the goal is to make them as self-sustaining as possible. Systems, processes, and technology can help reduce the amount of time and effort required to maintain each stream. For instance, an online course or digital product can sell automatically once it's created, giving you continuous income with minimal ongoing work. This is where time and money start to compound and where your wealth begins to accelerate. It's essential to understand that not all income streams are equal. Active income, where you trade time for money, is important, but it has limits. True wealth grows faster when you include passive or semi-passive streams. Investments, royalties, digital products, and scalable businesses generate money even when you're not actively working. These streams free you from the limitation of time and allow you to reinvest in other opportunities. Overall income. Consistency matters more than size initially. Many people try multiple streams but fail to maintain them. Wealth is rarely built on random, inconsistent action. It comes from regular, disciplined work applied across several areas. Small but steady contributions from each stream add up. Over months and years, these efforts compound. By the time many people notice, you are already far ahead in both financial growth and stability. Mindset is critical in this process. Don't think in terms of convenience or comfort. Think in terms of opportunity and leverage. Each additional income stream is a tool that strengthens your financial independence. Treat it seriously, study it, optimize it, and grow it. Wealthy individuals always think strategically about their time and resources, turning every skill and asset into a potential source of income. Risks are part of the journey. Every new stream has challenges, learning curves, and uncertainties. But calculated risk is necessary for growth. Avoid risky speculation, but don't fear experimentation. Try small first, learn fast, and scale what works. This approach ensures that your time and money are protected while still generating growth. Many millionaires reach their financial position by testing multiple income channels and doubling down on the ones that succeeded. Environment and association matter here too. Surround yourself with people who understand business, investing, and growth. Learn from their experiences and strategies. Ask questions, observe patterns, and adopt best practices. Those who have already built multiple streams can show shortcuts, pitfalls, and strategies that accelerate results. Learning from others reduces mistakes and saves valuable time. Another critical aspect is money generated from additional streams should often be reinvested into other opportunities, skill development, or scaling your current projects. Treat each income stream as a seed for more income. Let it grow, multiply, and feed into other streams. This compounding effect is what separates rapid wealth builders from those who remain stagnant, despite having multiple sources of earnings. Time management plays a central role. Balancing multiple income streams requires organization and prioritization. Focus on the streams with the highest potential impact first. Use your time effectively, delegate when possible, and systematically grow each stream. Avoid the temptation to chase every new opportunity without proper focus. It can dilute your energy and slow progress. The goal is not quantity alone, but strategic and sustained growth. Finally, creating multiple streams of income is not only about money. It builds resilience, confidence, and freedom. Financial stress decreases as income sources diversify. Opportunities to reinvest or take calculated risks increase. Skills develop faster, and your ability to spot new opportunities expands. Wealth accelerates because your earnings no longer rely on a single outcome. Each stream compounds the power of the others, and the combination produces exponential growth over time. Those who become millionaires quickly understand this principle deeply. They don't rely on luck or a single paycheck. They structure their lives to generate multiple streams, maintain discipline, and scale what works. By creating diverse income sources, they reduce risk, accelerate growth, and secure their future. Wealth becomes not just a goal, but a natural outcome of strategy, focus, and consistent action. Part 12. Learn to save and invest consistently. Wealth is not created by luck or a single big break. It is created by consistent, deliberate action over time. Saving and investing are the pillars of that action. Without them, earning money is temporary. No matter how much you earn, if you don't manage it, it slips away. The key to becoming a millionaire quickly is not just making money, but keeping it and putting it to work so that it grows steadily and automatically. The first principle is discipline. Consistency in saving is more important than the amount saved at the beginning. Even a small portion of your income saved regularly compounds over time into significant wealth. The process builds financial habits that last a lifetime. Saving is not just about putting money aside, it's about creating a system where your future is secured before you spend on temporary desires. It trains your mind to prioritize long-term gains over immediate gratification. Investing takes saving to the next level. Money sitting idle loses value due to inflation and missed opportunities. Investing allows your money to work for you, generating returns that grow faster than what you could achieve by simply saving. The earlier you start, the more powerful compounding becomes. A consistent investment habit creates a snowball effect. Over time, the growth accelerates, turning small contributions into significant financial power. Diversification is critical. Putting all your money into one type of investment increases risk. Wealthy people spread their money across multiple avenues: stocks, real estate, businesses, or other assets that generate returns. Each investment serves a purpose and mitigates risk. If one area underperforms, others continue to grow. This approach protects your wealth while creating multiple opportunities for growth. Consistency ensures that every month, each stream compounds toward financial freedom. Mindset is essential in both saving and investing. Many people hesitate because they feel they don't have enough or fear losing what they invest. The mindset of wealth is different. It focuses on growth, opportunity, and patience. Saving consistently, no matter the amount, builds momentum. Investing intelligently, even with small amounts, builds experience, knowledge, and confidence. Over time, both habits reinforce each other, and the results become significant. Automation is a powerful tool by setting up automatic transfers to savings and investment accounts. You remove reliance on willpower. Every month, a portion of your income is reserved for your future without needing a decision. This approach ensures that saving and investing remain non-negotiable. It allows your focus to remain on income growth and other wealth-building strategies, while your financial future compounds in the background. Understanding risk is also crucial. Every investment carries some level of uncertainty. The goal is not to avoid risk entirely, but to manage it intelligently. Learn to assess potential returns, understand the market, and invest in areas where knowledge or research gives you an advantage. Risk that is calculated and informed can be one of the fastest paths to wealth. Ignorance, on the other hand, increases the likelihood of losses and slows progress. Education is part of consistency. Regularly improving your financial knowledge makes you a better decision maker. Learning about different investment vehicles, tax strategies, and wealth-building methods allows you to act with confidence. Knowledge combined with consistent action compounds even faster than money alone. Millionaires spend time each week studying markets, evaluating opportunities, and improving their financial literacy because it directly accelerates results. It's important to track progress. Monitoring your savings and investments ensures you remain disciplined and focused. When you see growth, even slow at first, it reinforces your habits. When adjustments are needed, tracking allows you to act quickly rather than wait for a problem to escalate. Regular reviews of your finances create accountability and a sense of control, which are essential to achieving wealth in a short time. Another principle is patience. Consistency in saving and investing is not about instant results. Wealth is built slowly and deliberately. The power of compounding multiplies over months and years. Those who quit too early, spend prematurely, or chase quick gains often miss the larger rewards. Staying committed, even when results seem small, is what separates ordinary earners from millionaires. The accumulation of small, consistent decisions leads to extraordinary outcomes. Focus on high-value investments. While saving is foundational, choosing where to invest matters. Prioritize investments that have the potential to grow, generate passive income, or build equity over time. Avoid risky schemes promising fast returns. Wealth grows through smart, informed decisions applied consistently, not through speculation. The discipline to make informed choices repeatedly compounds both your money and your confidence in handling larger opportunities. Consistency creates flexibility. When your money grows steadily, you gain freedom to take calculated risks in business, career, or further investments. Each additional income stream or investment adds layers of opportunity. Wealth multiplies when saved and invested consistently, and that security allows bold moves that further accelerate growth. Every reinvestment becomes a step closer to your million-dollar goal. Habits are essential. Treat saving and investing as non-negotiable, like paying a recurring bill. When it becomes automatic, it no longer competes with spending impulses. You build a system where your wealth grows without requiring constant effort or decision-making. This is how millionaires achieve financial independence faster than those who rely solely on income or luck. Finally, think long-term. Wealth is not about short bursts of effort or luck. It's about steady growth and compounding power. Saving and investing consistently creates a foundation that lasts for life. Every choice builds momentum. Every contribution, no matter how small, accelerates your journey toward financial freedom. This principle, combined with income growth, multiple streams, and disciplined spending, is the engine that drives rapid wealth creation. The takeaway is clear. Financial consistency in saving and investing is non-negotiable. It builds wealth faster than chasing income alone. It creates security, opportunity, and freedom. Every month you save and invest consistently, you are building a system that works automatically, turning your earnings into exponential growth. The sooner this principle is applied, the faster you move toward becoming a millionaire, and the stronger your financial foundation becomes for the years ahead. Part 13, let compounding work for you. Wealth is not built by sudden luck or one massive windfall. It grows quietly, steadily, and powerfully over time through the principle of compounding. Compounding is the ability of your money, skills, and effort to generate results that build on themselves. When understood and applied consistently, compounding becomes one of the fastest ways to grow wealth and achieve financial freedom. Compounding works because time magnifies results. A small action today produces a result tomorrow. That result then produces another result, and the process repeats. Saving and investing small amounts regularly may seem insignificant in the beginning, but over months and years, the growth multiplies. Money that earns interest, dividends, or profits doesn't just increase linearly. It accelerates. The longer you allow compounding to work, the more exponential the results become. The principle is not limited to money. Knowledge, skills, and relationships also compound. Learning a high-income skill today means your ability to earn increases tomorrow. Mentorship and connections build upon themselves over time. Effort in business, personal development, and networking grows exponentially as you continue to act consistently. This is why individuals who start early, even with modest means, often outperform those who wait for perfect conditions or large sums of money. Consistency is the secret. Compounding requires regular input. A single investment or effort does not create significant results. But repeated action, even if small, compounds into something powerful. Many people overlook this principle because they focus only on immediate results. They want instant wealth, but wealth grows quietly, patiently, and methodically. Those who understand compounding are willing to start small and remain consistent. Over time, their patience pays off exponentially. One common mistake is impatience. People often abandon savings or investments too early, expecting quick returns. Compounding takes time, and premature withdrawal prevents growth. The most successful individuals trust the process and remain committed even when results seem slow. Every contribution, no matter how modest, is a seed that multiplies when left untouched. Over months and years, the accumulated growth becomes extraordinary. Reinvestment amplifies compounding. Money earned from investments, dividends, or profits should ideally be reinvested rather than spent immediately. Each reinvested amount becomes another source of growth, accelerating the compounding process. Businesses and income streams operate under the same principle. Profits reinvested into systems, products, or marketing generate more returns, which can then be reinvested again. This cycle is what transforms small beginnings into large fortunes. Time is the greatest ally of compounding. The earlier you start, the more powerful the effect. Even modest contributions in your early years can surpass larger contributions made later. Every year you delay starting, you miss an opportunity to leverage time in your favor. Those who become millionaires quickly understand this and begin acting immediately. They don't wait for perfect timing. They start with what they have and allow compounding to multiply it. Mindset plays a central role. To benefit from compounding, you must think long-term and trust the process. It requires discipline, patience, and a focus on results that will appear months or years down the line. People who focus on short-term gains often make impulsive decisions that disrupt compounding. True wealth grows when your mindset is aligned with the principle of steady, consistent growth. Compounding is also about multiplying effort, not just money. Skills, knowledge, and networks, when used repeatedly, create exponential benefits. For example, learning a valuable skill allows you to earn more income. That income can then be saved or invested, which compounds into more wealth. Each skill or decision builds on the previous one, creating layers of growth that accelerate over time. Avoiding debt is critical for compounding to work effectively. Interest on loans, credit cards, and liabilities can erode gains faster than growth can occur. Managing debt responsibly ensures that your money is working for you rather than being drained by obligations. Wealth multiplies when every financial resource is directed toward growth rather than paying for unnecessary liabilities. Can accelerate compounding. Systems that automatically save, invest, or reinvest money ensure that growth is continuous without relying on willpower. Technology allows you to create multiple compounding streams that work simultaneously. From automated investments to recurring business revenue, leveraging systems ensures consistent growth while you focus on expanding opportunities. Compounding rewards action and consistency more than size. Even small amounts, applied consistently, produce extraordinary results over time. Many millionaires began with modest beginnings, but they trusted compounding, stayed disciplined, and let time multiply their efforts. This is the key principle that allows ordinary people to achieve extraordinary financial results. Finally, compounding works across every area of life, not just money. Skills learned, habits formed, relationships nurtured, and efforts applied compound into personal and professional growth. Wealth, health, and influence all grow when you consistently apply effort and allow results to multiply over time. The key is starting now, remaining disciplined, and trusting the process, because compounding rewards those who act with foresight, patience, and persistence. Compounding is not just a financial principle, it is a life principle. Every decision you make, every dollar you save or invest, every skill you develop, every connection you build, all compound into bigger opportunities and results. Those who embrace it fully are not just accumulating money, they are creating freedom, influence, and the ability to live life on their own terms. Time, consistency, and intelligent action transform small beginnings into extraordinary outcomes. Part 14. Focus on assets, not liabilities. True wealth grows when you understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Most people think money equals wealth, but that is only partially true. Money in the wrong place, spent on things that do not generate income, becomes a liability. Assets, on the other hand, are resources that produce income, appreciate over time, or create opportunities. The fastest path to becoming a millionaire is learning to prioritize assets and minimize liabilities. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. It can be a rental property, a profitable business, dividend-paying stocks, intellectual property, or even a skill that increases your earning potential. Liabilities are things that take money out of your pocket, like unnecessary consumer debt, expensive cars, or luxury items that depreciate quickly. Many people spend their lives acquiring liabilities thinking they are building wealth, only to realize years later that they are financially stagnant. The first step is clarity. Examine every purchase and investment with one question: does this increase my wealth or decrease it? Being honest with yourself is critical. The habit of evaluating financial decisions through this lens separates ordinary earners from those who accumulate substantial wealth. People who become millionaires fast are intentional about their spending. Every financial choice is measured against its impact on long-term growth. Discipline is essential. Acquiring assets requires delayed gratification. Many desire immediate pleasures or social recognition, often at the expense of future wealth. Choosing assets over liabilities means resisting impulses and prioritizing long-term goals. This requires self-control and a commitment to your financial vision. Every dollar spent on assets is a building block for your future, while every dollar spent on liabilities delays it. Education matters. Understanding which assets provide the best returns allows you to make informed decisions. Real estate, stocks, bonds, businesses, and intellectual property are common assets, but each requires knowledge and strategy. Learning about them allows you to choose wisely and avoid costly mistakes. Many who fail to accumulate wealth do so because they invest in things they don't understand. Knowledge transforms potential assets into real, productive wealth. Income-producing assets are the fastest way to accelerate wealth. Money that works for you, rather than being tied to your effort alone, compounds faster. Rental income, business profits, dividends, or royalties are all examples. Each stream grows independently, creating financial security and multiplying wealth faster than working hours alone can. Shifting focus from earning to building assets changes the trajectory of your financial life completely. Minimizing liabilities is equally critical. Liabilities drain resources and often disguise themselves as status symbols or necessities. Expensive cars, brand name clothes, and luxury gadgets may impress others, but do not increase your wealth. Even credit cards used irresponsibly create financial stress and slow growth. Avoid unnecessary liabilities and allocate those resources to assets that build long-term financial strength. Cash flow is central to this principle. Assets generate positive cash flow, which can be reinvested to acquire more assets. Liabilities consume cash flow, leaving nothing for reinvestment. Tracking cash flow carefully ensures that your money is working effectively. Focus on creating a portfolio of assets that generate consistent returns while avoiding or eliminating liabilities that drain your resources. The mindset of wealth is crucial. Thinking like a millionaire means prioritizing what grows over what pleases today. Assets provide security, freedom, and leverage, while liabilities create dependence, stress, and limitations. Each financial decision should align with your goal of creating multiple income streams and building long-term wealth. By internalizing this mindset, your choices become intentional and wealth accumulates faster. Leverage is another powerful concept in asset building. Assets often allow you to multiply results using other people's time, money, or resources. For example, investing in a business allows others to work for you, while your asset generates income. Real estate can leverage mortgage financing to grow equity faster than direct savings alone. Recognizing and using leverage intelligently accelerates wealth creation without increasing risk unnecessarily. The habit of continually acquiring assets compounds results. Millionaires rarely stop at one asset. They build portfolios. Stocks, real estate, businesses, intellectual property, and high-income skills all form layers of wealth that generate income independently. Each addition accelerates growth while maintaining minimal liabilities, preserves momentum. The combination of disciplined asset accumulation and strategic avoidance of liabilities is a core factor that allows people to become millionaires in a short time. Revaluation and adjustment are critical. Regularly review what you own. Are your assets performing as expected? Are liabilities creeping in unnoticed? Life changes, markets fluctuate, and opportunities shift. Continuous evaluation ensures that your financial portfolio remains focused on growth. Assets may need to be optimized, and liabilities minimized continuously. This active management accelerates the journey toward financial freedom. Patience and persistence matter. Assets grow slowly at first. Real estate appreciation, business profits, or investment returns require time and commitment. It is easy to become impatient or chase trends, but wealth builds steadily for those who prioritize the long-term impact of every financial decision. Over time, the accumulation of productive assets overwhelms liabilities and creates exponential growth. Finally, focusing on assets changes more than finances. It transforms your lifestyle. You stop measuring success by possessions or temporary pleasures and start measuring it by freedom, security, and opportunities. Your energy shifts from consuming to creating, from short-term satisfaction to long-term growth. This principle creates not only financial abundance, but a life of purpose, control, and independence. Understanding and applying this principle is non-negotiable for anyone serious about becoming a millionaire in 1 year. Assets create wealth. Focusing on acquiring the right assets while minimizing and eliminating liabilities is what separates the financially free from those trapped in ordinary financial cycles. Every action, decision, and purchase must pass the test. Does it increase my assets or my liabilities? Over time, this single focus multiplies results beyond what most people imagine possible. Part 15. Build a system for automatic growth. Wealth doesn't grow by accident. It grows when your actions are structured, consistent, and aligned toward clear goals. Relying solely on effort and willpower is exhausting and inefficient. Those who achieve millionaire status quickly understand the power of systems, methods, habits, and processes that work automatically to grow income, assets, and skills. Building a system for automatic growth ensures that progress happens consistently, even when motivation fluctuates. The first principle of a growth system is clarity of purpose. Every system starts with a goal, whether it's building a business, growing investments, or developing a high-income skill. Define what you want and then break it down into specific actionable steps. Clarity allows you to design processes that consistently move you closer to your target without wasted effort. Without this, actions become random, inconsistent, and slow your journey toward wealth. Automation is essential, whether it's finances, business operations, or learning. Creating systems that operate without constant intervention multiplies results. For example, automatic transfers into savings or investment accounts ensure that money is consistently growing. Similarly, using software to handle routine business tasks allows you to focus on strategic decisions that increase profits. The more you automate, the more your resources and time compound, working even when you're not actively involved. Consistency is key. Systems are only effective when they are followed reliably. Habits form the backbone of these systems. Daily actions, even small ones, build momentum when repeated consistently. Tracking progress and refining processes ensures that each step continues to contribute to long-term growth. Over time, what once required effort becomes second nature, creating a self-sustaining cycle of improvement and wealth generation. The concept of feedback loops is vital. A system without evaluation is incomplete. Regularly monitor results and adjust your approach based on outcomes. Identify what is working and what is not, and fine-tune processes to maximize efficiency. Wealth grows faster when you focus on activities that produce the highest returns and eliminate those that don't. This iterative process of action, measurement, and refinement accelerates results exponentially. Time management is an integral part of automatic growth. Systems are designed to maximize the value of every minute. By prioritizing high-impact activities, delegating or automating low-value tasks, and structuring your day strategically, you create more opportunities to generate income and develop assets. Every hour spent within a well-designed system multiplies results, while wasted time is minimized. This focus is what separates fast wealth builders from those who struggle despite working hard. Leverage is another core principle. Systems allow you to amplify results using your resources efficiently. In business, this might involve using employees, contractors, or digital tools to scale operations. In investing, it may mean leveraging capital to acquire income-generating assets faster. Systems reduce dependence on your physical effort alone, allowing your results to grow exponentially without being limited by your own energy or time. Learning and development should be embedded within the system. Automatic growth doesn't only apply to money. It applies to skills, knowledge, and influence. Daily routines that include reading, networking, or practicing high-income skills become part of the growth engine. Knowledge compounds like money. Every hour invested in improving yourself generates returns in the form of higher income potential, better decisions, and expanded opportunities. A system for growth also creates resilience. Life is unpredictable. Without structure, challenges and setbacks can derail progress. A system ensures that even during difficult times, your momentum continues. Automated processes, clear goals, and disciplined routines act as a safety net, protecting your growth and keeping wealth accumulation on track. Resilience in your system allows wealth to compound even when obstacles arise. Financial systems are particularly important. Automatic budgeting, investing, and debt management create a foundation for wealth. Money is allocated to savings, investments, and business growth before it is spent elsewhere. This removes reliance on motivation or willpower, which fluctuate daily. Every paycheck becomes a building block, steadily growing your assets and income streams. Over time, this approach produces massive results compared to sporadic, or reactive financial habits. Building a system also requires simplification. Complexity slows growth. Focus on essential actions that produce results and eliminate distractions or unnecessary tasks. Systems should make the right action obvious and easy to execute. The fewer decisions you need to make, the more energy you could devote to high-value activities. Simplicity in systems ensures sustainability, allowing you to maintain momentum over years without burnout. Accountability is crucial. Systems function best when monitored and evaluated. Track performance, set milestones, and hold yourself accountable for results. Use metrics, reports, or check-ins to ensure that the system continues to perform as intended. Accountability strengthens discipline, highlights areas for improvement, and keeps progress on track, accelerating your path to millionaire status. Finally, patience and persistence are vital. A system doesn't create instant results, but it ensures consistent progress. Wealth is the product of repeated, focused actions over time. Trusting the system allows you to continue building even when immediate results are not visible. Momentum builds silently and over months, even years. The cumulative effect of a well-designed system produces extraordinary outcomes that surpass what effort alone could achieve. Creating a system for automatic growth transforms how you approach wealth. It changes daily effort into consistent, repeatable results. Money, skills, and opportunities begin to compound efficiently. Time becomes a tool rather than a limitation. Your growth accelerates not because of luck, but because you have structured your life in a way that produces reliable, continuous results. Those who design and follow such systems move faster, scale higher, and achieve millionaire status far more quickly than those relying on chance or motivation alone. A properly built system ensures that every dollar earned, every skill learned, and every connection made contributes to wealth creation. It protects against wasted effort, minimizes risk, and maximizes returns. By structuring your finances, habits, and opportunities into a repeatable system, you turn daily actions into exponential growth. This is how ordinary income, ordinary effort, and ordinary resources transform into extraordinary wealth over time. Part 16, guard your time like a millionaire. Time is the most valuable resource a person has. You can earn more money, recover from mistakes, or gain knowledge, but you can never get lost time back. Those who become millionaires quickly understand this and treat time with the same seriousness they treat money. Guarding your time is not about being busy. It is about being intentional, focused, and disciplined with every hour of your day. The first step is awareness. Most people give away their time without realizing it. Hours are lost to distractions, social media, unnecessary meetings, and activities that provide little value. Every wasted hour is a lost opportunity to grow, earn, or learn. Millionaires view time as a non-renewable asset. They are deliberate about what they commit to and avoid anything that doesn't serve their goals. This awareness alone separates those who achieve extraordinary success from those who remain ordinary. Prioritization is essential. Not all tasks carry equal weight. Identify the activities that have the greatest impact on your financial and personal growth and focus on them first. Avoid low-value tasks that drain energy without producing results. Guarding time means saying no to what is unimportant, uncomfortable, or unnecessary. The ability to prioritize effectively creates leverage, allowing you to focus on activities that accelerate wealth and progress. Boundaries are critical. People often let others dictate their schedule, either through constant interruptions or demands that do not align with their goals. Learning to set firm boundaries protects your focus. This may involve scheduling focused work blocks, limiting social distractions, or delegating tasks that others can handle. Time is your most powerful asset, and how you protect it directly influences how quickly you build wealth. Daily routines are a tool for protecting time. By creating structured habits, your day becomes predictable, productive, and controlled. Start with routines that include focused work, skill development, planning, and rest. Each routine should be designed to maximize efficiency and output. When structured properly, routines remove decision fatigue and ensure that every day contributes meaningfully to your growth and income generation. Focus is another vital principle. It is easy to become distracted by notifications, conversations, or minor urgencies. Millionaires train themselves to focus deeply on high-impact tasks. Single tasking, minimizing distractions, and maintaining concentration allow you to produce results faster and with higher quality. Guarding your attention ensures that every minute contributes to meaningful outcomes rather than being scattered on trivial matters. Time invested in learning, reading, studying, attending seminars, and seeking mentorship are activities that multiply your future earnings and capabilities. Those who guard their time allocate significant portions to personal development. They understand that knowledge and skills accelerate income potential, making every hour invested in growth more valuable than hours spent on entertainment or idle habits. Delegation multiplies effectiveness. You cannot do everything yourself, and attempting to do so wastes time and energy. Millionaires delegate or outsource tasks that others can perform, freeing themselves to focus on high-value activities that directly impact income and growth. Delegation is a way to leverage your time, allowing you to achieve more in the same hours without increasing stress or effort. Reflection and planning are part of time management. A few minutes spent daily or weekly reviewing your schedule, tracking progress, and planning ahead ensures that time is spent intentionally. Without this, distractions and reactive behavior consume hours without notice. Planning ensures that every day contributes strategically to your long-term goals. Aligning effort with results. Saying no is often the hardest but most powerful skill in guarding time. Opportunities, invitations, and requests appear constantly, but not all of them are aligned with your priorities. Every no is a yes to your goals. By protecting your time, you allow yourself to invest it in income-generating activities, learning, building systems, or growing assets. Each decision becomes a building block for faster wealth creation. Avoiding unnecessary social pressure, habits of people-pleasing, or the desire for approval can consume enormous amounts of time. Successful individuals understand that their goals are non-negotiable and that protecting time is a responsibility, not an option. Every hour wasted on others' priorities slows progress toward your own financial freedom. Energy management is intertwined with time management. Guarding your time also means protecting your energy. Rest, exercise, proper nutrition, and mental clarity are not luxuries. They are essential tools for maximizing productivity and focus. A well-rested, sharp mind produces results faster than a tired, overcommitted one. Time and energy are inseparable in achieving fast wealth and sustained success. Technology can be an ally or a distraction. Millionaires use tools strategically to automate, streamline, or track progress. They avoid mindless scrolling, notifications, or entertainment that does not serve their purpose. Every digital action should be intentional, aligned with a goal, or designed to save time. Unmonitored technology can drain hours, while strategic use enhances productivity and accelerates results. Finally, understanding the value of time transforms decision-making. When every hour is treated as a precious resource, choices shift. Spending time becomes a deliberate act focused on activities that multiply income, build skills, and strengthen assets. Wasting time on trivial matters feels costly because the opportunity cost is visible. Guarding time is not a restriction, it's liberation. It allows you to channel your energy into actions that accelerate wealth, create freedom, and achieve goals faster than most people imagine possible. Those who become millionaires in a short time consistently guard their time. Every decision, every meeting, and every activity is weighed against its contribution to their goals. Distractions are minimized, priorities are maximized, and energy is preserved for high-value actions. Time becomes an ally, and through intentional action, wealth grows faster than through effort alone. Guarding time is not just a principle. It is a lifestyle that multiplies results and accelerates success exponentially. Part 17, daily habits that create wealth fast. Wealth is not built by one great action or occasional effort. It is created by daily habits that compound over time, shaping your income, skills, and mindset. Millionaires understand that consistent action in small, purposeful steps leads to extraordinary results. Your daily routines, decisions, and behaviors form the foundation of financial success, and building the right habits accelerates wealth faster than sporadic effort. The first habit is starting the day with clarity and purpose. Every morning, focus on the most important tasks that drive income, growth, and opportunities. Identify the actions that will move you closer to your financial goals and commit to completing them before distractions take over. This habit builds momentum, sets the tone for the day, and ensures that your energy is directed toward high-value activities. Over time, daily focus produces results that feel almost effortless because consistent effort compounds like money in a bank account. Another crucial habit is prioritization. Not all tasks carry the same weight, and those who build wealth fast know how to focus on what truly matters. High-income activities, investments, skill development, and strategic planning take precedence over trivial or reactive tasks. Learning to distinguish between urgent and important tasks allows you to allocate time and energy where it has the greatest impact. Each day becomes a carefully designed step toward exponential growth rather than a reaction to distractions. Tracking progress is another daily habit that multiplies results. Review your income, expenses, investments, and productivity regularly. Monitor your growth, identify patterns, and adjust strategies as needed. Tracking creates accountability and awareness, ensuring that your efforts produce tangible results. Without it, it is easy to lose direction and waste time on activities that do not contribute to wealth creation. Small adjustments may daily accumulate into significant gains over months and years. Continuous learning is a non-negotiable habit. Read books, study successful individuals, attend seminars, or explore online courses in areas that increase your income potential. Knowledge compounds over time, just like money. Every hour spent improving your skills, understanding markets, or refining your business strategies adds to your ability to earn more, invest smarter, and create wealth faster. Those who make learning a daily habit gain an advantage over those who rely solely on their existing knowledge. Networking and relationship building are also essential daily habits. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire, challenge, and motivate you to reach higher. Interact with people who have achieved what you aspire to, exchange ideas, and seek mentorship. Relationships compound in value over time, providing access to opportunities, advice, and partnerships that accelerate wealth. Daily engagement with the right people ensures continuous growth and opens doors that money alone cannot buy. Time management is a habit that cannot be overstated. Plan your day in blocks, allocate hours to high-impact activities, and minimize distractions. Avoid overcommitting to tasks that provide little return. Protect your focus, energy, and time as if they were assets themselves. Effective daily scheduling ensures that every hour contributes meaningfully to wealth-building activities, and consistent time discipline accelerates results exponentially. Mindset management is another habit that accelerates wealth. Every day, focus on positive, productive thoughts and reject fear, doubt, or scarcity thinking. Wealthy individuals train their minds to see opportunities, solutions, and possibilities. They reinforce confidence, resilience, and determination through daily reflection, affirmations, or journaling. This mental habit ensures that obstacles are seen as challenges to overcome rather than insurmountable barriers. Allowing momentum to continue on. Saving and investing a portion of income daily or weekly is a habit that compounds results. Automating transfers to savings and investment accounts ensures that money grows consistently without relying on willpower. Even small amounts, applied regularly, build wealth over time. Consistency in financial habits is more powerful than sporadic, large efforts. Wealth is rarely built by chance. It grows quietly, steadily, and consistently through disciplined, repeatable actions. Eliminating distractions and low-value activities is another daily habit of wealthy individuals. Social media scrolling, unnecessary meetings, and mindless entertainment consume hours without producing results. Each minute spent on distractions is lost opportunity. Daily evaluation of activities, combined with intentional focus on productive work, ensures that time is invested in creating value, earning income, and building assets. The cumulative effect of disciplined attention is enormous over months and years. Health and energy management are daily habits that directly influence wealth creation. Exercise, proper nutrition, and rest ensure that the mind and body perform at their highest levels. High energy allows focus, creativity, and productivity to flourish. Those who neglect health often find that even high-income efforts are less effective because fatigue, stress, and illness. Daily attention to well-being enhances every other wealth-building habit, ensuring sustainable results. Reflecting on results and planning for the next day is a habit that multiplies outcomes. Each evening, review what was accomplished, what worked, and what didn't. Identify lessons and adjust strategies for the following day. Reflection reinforces accountability, improves decision-making, and ensures that effort is consistently aligned with goals. Wealth accelerates when learning from experience becomes a daily habit rather than a reactive process. Gratitude and perspective are also daily habits that support wealth creation. Recognizing achievements, progress, and opportunities reinforces a positive mindset and builds resilience. Gratitude does not only create emotional well-being, it strengthens focus and motivation, making it easier to pursue goals with energy and determination. Wealth grows faster when the mind is aligned with optimism, focus, and persistence. Finally, taking decisive action every day is the habit that multiplies results faster than planning alone. Wealth grows when ideas, plans, and knowledge are executed consistently. Small, intentional actions compound over time, producing results that are far greater than any single effort could achieve. Daily execution, combined with the other habits, focus, learning, planning, and reflection, creates a cycle of growth that accelerates wealth creation. By committing to these daily habits, every day becomes a building block toward financial freedom. Wealth is not an accident. It is the product of repeated, focused actions that compound over time. Habits transform ordinary effort into extraordinary results. Those who adopt daily practices aligned with growth, discipline, and productivity create momentum that propels them to millionaire status faster than luck. Talent. Most sporadic effort ever could. Part 18. Surround yourself with winners, not complainers. The people you spend the most time with shape your thoughts, habits, and outcomes more than almost anything else. Surrounding yourself with winners, people who are driven, disciplined, and focused on growth, accelerates your journey to wealth. Conversely, spending time with complainers, negative thinkers, or people who resist change can slow your progress and limit your potential. Understanding this principle and applying it consistently is one of the fastest ways to reach financial success. Winners influence your mindset. Their optimism, discipline, and determination create an environment where achievement feels normal and attainable. Being around people who take responsibility for their actions and seek solutions teaches you to adopt the same behavior. Their energy is contagious. When you are in the company of achievers, your thoughts, conversations, and actions naturally align with growth, ambition, and opportunity. This daily exposure to success-oriented thinking shifts your perspective and increases your chances of achieving wealth. Complainers, on the other hand, drain energy and focus. They focus on problems rather than solutions, blame external circumstances, and resist change. Spending time with them can reinforce fear, hesitation, and a scarcity mindset. Their conversations often revolve around obstacles, limitations, and excuses, which subtly influence your own thinking. To become a millionaire, you must recognize that the wrong associations cost more than just time. They can derail ambition and erode confidence. Protecting yourself from negative influences is essential to maintaining focus and momentum. The habit of evaluating relationships is critical. Every connection should be measured against your goals. Ask yourself whether the people around you inspire, challenge, and elevate you, or whether they hold you back through negativity or complacency. This may require difficult decisions, such as spending less time with certain friends or distancing yourself from toxic influences. Successful individuals understand that their network directly impacts their results, so they are intentional about who they allow into their inner circle. Mentorship is an example of surrounding yourself with winners. Learning from those who have achieved what you aspire to accomplish shortens the path to success. A mentor provides guidance, shares lessons learned from experience, and helps you avoid costly mistakes. The influence of a mentor is more valuable than any book, course, or seminar because it combines knowledge with accountability. By associating with people who have already reached the level of success you desire, you gain insights, strategies, and confidence that accelerate your growth. Accountability partners are another form of supportive relationships. When you commit to progress with someone who shares high standards and ambition, your consistency and discipline increase. They celebrate successes and challenge. This accountability reinforces the habit of action, ensuring that daily effort is maintained and goals are met. Surrounding yourself with people who expect excellence from themselves and others raises your personal standards and performance. The influence of winners extends beyond advice or mentorship. Observing their routines, habits, and problem-solving approaches teaches you how to think and act differently. Their behaviors create a benchmark. When you see the effort, persistence, and decision-making required to achieve goals, you internalize those principles, applying them in your own life. Success becomes a tangible, learnable process rather than a distant or abstract idea. Avoiding complainers also means setting boundaries. You may encounter people who consistently focus on negativity or criticism. Limiting exposure to these influences protects your mindset and energy. Boundaries can be physical, like spending less time together, or conversational, like steering discussions toward productive topics. Over time, these boundaries reinforce a positive environment where growth, action, and ambition dominate. Your mental space becomes a fertile ground for wealth-building habits to take root and flourish. Energy alignment is another reason this principle is vital. Time spent with motivated, ambitious individuals boosts your own energy levels and enthusiasm. Their successes and determination serve as reminders of what is possible. Conversely, negativity and complaints sap energy, reduce motivation, and make challenges feel insurmountable. Millionaires treat their energy as a resource, carefully investing it where it produces the highest return, and relationships are no exception. Shared goals amplify results. When you are surrounded by winners, collaboration and mutual support naturally occur. You exchange ideas, share opportunities, and push each other toward higher standards. The synergy of like-minded individuals produces results far beyond what any single person could achieve alone. Surrounding yourself with winners creates a compound effect where knowledge, effort, and influence grow exponentially. Self-awareness is essential in selecting your circle. Reflect on your behaviors, mindset, and goals. Identify whether your current relationships support, or hinder your aspirations. People are influenced more than they realize, and subtle exposure to limiting beliefs or pessimism can undermine progress. Aligning your social environment with your objectives ensures that your growth is continuous and focused. The practice of surrounding yourself with winners requires courage and discipline. It may involve stepping away from familiar patterns, confronting uncomfortable truths about your associations, and choosing long-term growth over immediate comfort. Wealth is rarely achieved in isolation, but neither is it achieved by default. Every interaction and every relationship either builds or diminishes your potential, making this principle a cornerstone of rapid financial success. Ultimately, your environment determines your trajectory. Daily exposure to winners encourages focus, productivity, and action. It reinforces positive habits, increases confidence, and provides access to resources and opportunities. Eliminating complainers and negativity protects your energy, sharpens your focus, and ensures that every interaction contributes to growth. Those who surround themselves intentionally with winners accelerate their path to becoming a millionaire, creating momentum that compounds daily and transforms potential into measurable results. The journey to becoming a millionaire is not a mystery, and it is not reserved for a select few. It is the result of consistent choices, disciplined habits, and intentional actions. Every principle discussed, from making the decision to commit fully, to building systems that work automatically, to guarding your time, developing daily wealth habits, surrounding yourself with winners, and learning from those who have walked the path before you, serves as a foundation. Each step compounds, accelerates, and multiplies results when applied consistently. Wealth is not just about money. It is about freedom, control, and the ability to create the life you want. Becoming a millionaire in 1 year requires focus, determination, and relentless action. But it also requires clarity of purpose. Your decision today shapes your tomorrow. Your mindset, your environment, and your daily habits determine whether you will reach your goals or remain stagnant. Success favors those who are intentional, disciplined, and willing to do what most will not. Every action counts. Every hour invested in growth, skill building, and opportunity compounds into results far beyond what most people imagine. The people who achieve wealth fast are not extraordinary in talent or luck. They are extraordinary in their commitment to principles, their ability to focus, and their willingness to apply knowledge consistently. Imagine the life you could create if every day, every week, every month, your energy and effort were fully aligned with your goals. Imagine the freedom of financial independence, the confidence of control over your destiny, and the opportunities that wealth provides. This vision is achievable. It begins with a clear decision to pursue it, followed by action that is consistent, focused, and disciplined. Wealth is built one choice, one habit, and one decision at a time. Commit to this journey fully. Surround yourself with the right people. Guard your time fiercely. Build systems that multiply your results, and continuously invest in yourself. The path is clear, the principles are proven, and the results are waiting. Success is not a dream. It is a series of deliberate actions applied consistently. Now is the time to act with purpose, to structure your life for growth, and to embrace the habits and systems that create extraordinary results. Millionaires are made by those who focus relentlessly, act decisively, and never allow distractions or excuses to derail their progress. Your journey to wealth begins today, and every step you take compounds into a life of freedom, opportunity, and abundance. The choice is yours. The time is now. The life you imagine is waiting on the other side of your commitment and action. Follow these principles, and the millionaire life you desire will no longer be a distant goal. It will be your reality.